Guys, it's Monday and it's Motivational Mondays. So today's topic is timing. And it has so many different contexts it could be used in. I'm referencing Ecclesiastes 3:1, and I'll read this version because this is the only one I have right now. Everything on earth has its own time and its own season. And that's the CEV version. I don't even know what that means. But and Philippians 1:6. I am sure that God who began the good work within you will keep right on keeping you grow in his grace until his task within you is finally finished on that day when Jesus Christ returns. And I'm referencing my purpose-driven life again. But yes, timing is key. I'm going to talk about timing in two different aspects. Timing in the fact that everything has its season. Friendships, jobs, things of that nature have expiration dates. We don't know the expiration date, but there is one. Our lives have an expiration date. Like we have a beginning date and we have an end date. Just like you have a from 5 to 12. I mean, from 5 until 18, you're going to be in school, like that's the season of primary education, So even think about that in your trials. It may be a long trial, but it's still temporary because it's never going to be permanent. Like even being sick, say someone with cancer, they're sick for a season. Now, whether that season ending means they got better or that season ending meaning they passed on. But even if they passed on, they're better off because they're with God, or if you are well, if you are healed, then you are now a testimony and like you have that to do now. So it's even better. It's always something better at the end of that trial. And it's sad when we lose loved ones, definitely. So don't think I'm saying it's just go ahead and die. Like, don't even think about it like that. Just in the spiritual realm, if you pass, the best thing is waiting on you after that. So even in that sense, when you have loved ones and you lose them, just think about it like that. But with the timing, like I said, trials and your successes, they have expiration dates too. Like you could have a banging career for 20 years and then be fired, or you retire. But retirement is supposed to be your break. It's supposed to be your time to enjoy life and not have to work so hard. You can get fired. It's supposed to be a downfall because, you don't get that income. You don't get this, but it could be a better job waiting for you. It could be your retirement waiting. Like it could have been, it's supposed to be your time to retire and the Lord was forcing you to retire. You never know. So you have to look at that as it just is what it is. But everything after every event is that silver lining. And I guess that's what it is. Because even when you talk about timing, it's still a silver lining in everything. And then there's timing in the physical sense that you're not going to learn how to do something instantly. Like we can pick up on how to do things, but you're not going to be great at it that first time. It takes time to get good at things. It takes trials and it takes failing to succeed, And us as humans and us as Americans especially, we have this microwave mentality, like it's supposed to happen like that. And things are not that way. We have to give it time to manifest. I'm in the car. I just left lunch with my girlfriend, so I'm sitting in the car and I'm getting kind of warm, but it's kind of cool outside, so I don't know if I really want to crack that window. But in the day and age we live in now, people have zero patience. They don't have any patience when they drive. They don't have any patience when they're hungry. We have zero patience when it's anything. When you get on the highway, get out of my way. If you weren't already leaving late, then you wouldn't be mad that you're being held back by other people. How about you do something about that? That's a whole nother pet peeve. That's something else. But we're in a rush. We go get something to eat. We want to be the first one in line, but there's other people that want to eat. Sometimes you just got to think about it like that. Just stop wanting things to happen instantly. It's not going to pop like popcorn. Sometimes I need to slow cook like a pot roast. And you know what? That pot roast sure be good after a couple hours in that crock pot. So I take that. I take that over some popcorn meal. So folks, it's hard to enjoy your trial, but just remember, it is short. And enjoy that success while you have it, because it could be short just as well. So I don't know how to put it in words. This one was really hard for me to put in words, but it's for me too, because I'm wanting these things to change about me. And I'm like, okay, you know what, Jalea, just chill, because you're doing a good job. You're doing a good job. But I guess because we're perfectionists too, that we make it harder for ourselves, because sometimes we got to see the little things in it. Like as we go, celebrate the little things, because one day is a success. One day is success over that day that you already had prior to. So this one's really short. I just want you guys to wake up and realize that it's not even our time. It's God's time. So enjoy it while you have it. All of it is a blessing, whether it's a hard time or a great time. The time we have is a blessing. So I love you guys. Stay blessed. See you next week.